Hi, I'm Garrett from Crust, and I'm going to help you determine which Zefal HPX frame pump is the right one for you and your bike. The Zefal HPX is spring-loaded and works by wedging it between 2 points on your bike, typically tube to tube, or maybe you have a little pump peg up here or behind the seat tube like you would on something like a Romancer, and it wedges between that pump peg and the opposing point on the bike. The Zefal HPX comes in 4 sizes, simply labeled 1 through 4, and each size covers a range of lengths between point to point. When measuring for a Zefal HPX, you first want to determine where you're going to mount the pump. Maybe your bike, like I said before, has a pump peg, so it'll have one maybe right here behind the head tube, or like the Romancer, it'll have one on the back of the seat tube. So that gives you an already established good place to put it. The pump peg will help hold it in place and keep it from slipping down. In this case, on my Evasion, I don't have a pump peg, but that's okay. I can still mount a pump to it. I think for this application, I'm gonna mount it underneath the top tube here, from my seat tube to my head tube. Once you've determined where you're gonna mount your pump, you then need to measure the distance between the 2 points of where the ends are gonna be touching. So for me, I decided under my top tube. So I need to measure from the back of my head tube here to the front of my seat tube. And it looks like I'm looking at about 530 millimeters. So with that 530 millimeter measurement, I can take that to the Crust site, to the Zefal HPX page, and we have a chart with all of the pump sizes and which length measurements that they'll fit between. I know that at 530 millimeters, I'll need the HPX 4, which I have right here. The HPX 4 fits between 510 and 550 millimeters. To mount the HPX 4, you need to make sure that it's on the X mode on the pump peg side of it, because the X will let it spring. And then you just simply take it, and I like to wedge the end with the little spurs back in here, and you put the pump peg side up here. Now when mounting on something without a pump peg, you'll see it likes to slide down. So I'll take a little piece of Velcro that I have right here, and you just wrap it around your pump, no problem. Secure as can be. You can also use a volet strap or what have you. You could use a piece of string if you want. So now my HPX is mounted and ready to go. So there you have it, all mounted up and ready to go out and get the worst flat of my life, but then stylishly fix it and air it back up with my Zefal HPX. If you have any experiences with the HPX that you'd like to share, or any questions or anything like that, you can leave them in the comments below, or you can call us at 804-442-3710. Thanks for watching.